Hello children of class 2. Welcome to this week's video on computers. This week, once again, we will revise chapter 2, Role of Computers. In the first part of the video, we'll discuss how computers are used in various places like schools, offices, shops, railway station, hospitals, and so on. Computers are used at home to watch movies, listen to songs, play games, oh yes, do homework, maybe sometimes, and search information on Google. Computers are used in school to help teachers to teach. We have smart boards in each classroom. Those smart boards are computers and teachers use them to teach you lessons like English, maths and science. To make timetable, library records and report cards. In our school, report cards, as you know, are printed on the computer. Also your timetable, which you get at the beginning of the year, printed timetable, is also made on the computer. Doing practicals. So every week I take you to the computer room and you do practicals. In shops and offices, computers are used to keep record of items. Lot of things are sold in the shops. Things come, things are sold, certain things are not sold. So the computers are used to keep record of that. They're used to type and print bills.
Here are the shop assistants scanning the tags in the shops with their scanners, and the price and other information is going to the computer. In banks, computers are used for keeping account details. Banks are places where people deposit money, and when they need it, they take it out. So computers are used to keep account of how much money has been deposited, how much withdrawn, and how much is still there. And it is also used for taking out money from ATMs. Here in this video, insert your card into the ATM as shown. You will be shown how an ATM is used. You must have gone to ATM with yours. Type in your PIN. Make sure no one is watching you. That's very important. Nobody should watch you when you are entering the PIN. Select withdraw. Select which account you would like to withdraw from, and then select the amount of money you would like to withdraw. Select exit, print receipt. Take your card. Show card. Take your money. And take your receipt. Put everything into your wallet. So that means there is a small printer inside the ATM. In hospitals, computers are used in keeping patient records. That means computers are used to store information about each patient, when the patient was admitted to hospital, for what disease, what treatment was done, and when he left the hospital. For preparing medical reports and x-rays. Not you, but maybe your parents or grandparents, they need to visit the doctor from time to time, and the doctor asks them to do certain tests. So those tests are done using specialized computers and they are printed out from printing machines.
This is a machine for scanning the human body. In the previous video, you have seen a shop assistant scanning the tags on a cloth on a dress. Here this machine is scanning the human body so that the doctors can find out what is there inside the body, what is wrong with the patient.
In railway stations and airports, computers are used for booking tickets, for keeping record of passengers, for giving information about arrival and departure of trains.
Computers are used in space research and defense, for sending rockets to space, helping the military in using missiles, and finally
Computers are used in designing, to design clothes, cars and machines, buildings, designing books, newspapers, magazines, etc. and making.
here you can see a software called Autodesk. This software called Autodesk is used for designing cars and some other things.
We discussed about the use of computers in various places like hospitals, schools, shops, offices, banks, and in the fields of space research and designing. We also discussed in brief the use of computers in schools. Now, in detail, we'll study the role of computers in the field of education and learning. Lots of information at a click. Internet acts as an ocean of information. We have all heard of the internet. Internet like Google, internet like Khoj.com. A lot of information can be had from the internet. Both teachers and students can get information on any topic on earth from the internet. I think most of you know how to search for information using Google. If you do not know how to do that, please ask your parents or your elder brothers or sisters to show you how to do that. And you don't need to have a laptop or desktop at home. Even a smartphone is enough to run Google. Better presentation. With the help of a computer, information can be easily modified and presented in a better way. You are watching this video. This video has been made on a computer. What you are seeing are slides which are made using a program called PowerPoint. So, using this software, I can show information in the form of pictures and words and videos very easily. Use of audio-video aids. Teachers can make the lessons more interesting with the help of audio and video clips. Now a teacher can play some audio or some video as part of the lesson. Colors, sounds and movement of objects add a fun element to the learning process. The textbook and the blackboard will continue to be a part of the teaching and learning process. However, when you have a smart board also in the class, you get colors, you get sounds, you get movement of objects. All these add a fun element to your learning process. Teachers can make use of educational CDs and games to motivate students to learn. I think your teachers, they sometimes put a CD inside the smart board and then they teach you things from the CDs. So this is how CDs and games make the studies more enjoyable. Smart classes have simplified teaching. That is certainly true. Online teaching and testing. Teachers and students can interact with each other even if they are miles apart. So now children, for the last few months, school has been closed due to the coronavirus. But teaching is still going on. How? We are putting up these videos which you are watching on the internet. Also, you are having online classes where you can hear me and I can also hear you. So these are online classes. While they may not be as good as classroom classes, they do help learning to take place when teachers and students cannot come together. Tests can also be taken online and results given out quickly. Not only can we have online classes, we can also have online tests. So we have not tried that out as yet, but some colleges and some schools also have taken tests which are given online. And the very good thing about them is that in this case, those tests can be corrected and results given out very quickly. So with that children, we come to the end of today's video. Today we revised for the second time chapter number 2, Role of Computers. Today we discussed about the use of computers in different fields and the role of computers in teaching and learning. Next week there will be no video. Instead, there will be an online class on chapter 1, Computer and Electronic Device, and chapter 2, Role of Computers. So till then, tata and goodbye.